Hey, we're the Mobility Ability Duo. I'm Cass.
I'm Bills. So what's going on here today, Cass?
Today we're going to show you how to adjust your brakes on a manual wheelchair.
Okay, so we've got a we've got a manual wheelchair here.
Yeah.
So what have you noticed?
So as you can see, right now, there's no contact with the brake right at the moment.
So when the brakes lock, so this is the normal position, then you want to lock it. The brake is not locking, so that's a safety concern.
Yes.
Because the brake's not holding, so when the person puts the brakes on to get up, they can't. The chair will move and they could fall. So it's really important to adjust the brakes. So okay, so we see that it's not locking. So what do you want me to do, or what are you gonna do?
We're going to adjust the brakes. So we have two sets of Allen keys, one metric, one standard, and one is going to fit perfect, and one's going to be a little bit loose. So we're going to give both a try.
Okay, so that's really important, Cass. You know, the Allen keys are so important. You gotta have metric and standard Allen keys, and then you gotta try them so that that there's no slop in it. Because we run into so many problems where the bolts that adjust the brakes are stripped. So when they're stripped, it's a concern. So we'll take that off. And yeah, we'll take the wheels off, Cass.
The other one too.
Okay, here, so we'll take the other one off.
Brakes.
So we take that off. Okay, so now you can see it a little bit better. And so, what are you going to do here now, Cass?
Well, we grab the camera and you get a closer look. So we can
Okay,
see what's
sure.
going on
Yeah,
here.
that's a good idea. Let's zoom in a little bit. So,
So take it. So we just show what the brakes kind of look like beforehand.
okay,
See
so
what we're
you've
working
got the brakes over here.
Yes.
And you've got the bolts up top. Okay, so you wanna.
These are the ones we're going to adjust right here, Bills.
Okay.
So as you can see, there's lots of play in this Allen key.
Yeah, that's.
And the next size up is obviously too big, so
Okay, so that's the wrong Allen keys.
we're going to go with these ones. So as you can see, make sure that they're in there, so it's in there.
Yeah, okay, that's nice and tight. All right, so then we're gonna
Just
undo them, loosen them a little bit.
Just a little bit, so we can have a little bit of play. Because you can manipulate these.
Okay,
Watch.
so you're just undoing that. This is cool, Cass. I like it. This is good.
So we're going to go back just about here. So as you can see, what you want to have this straight. You don't want it down
Okay.
like this. You don't want it up. You want it against the tire straight.
Oh, so some people, because it turns, because it's on round tubing sort of thing.
Yes, and we can adjust it once the wheel is on a little bit, just so you can see how straight it is.
Okay, so you just
right now.
moved it back a quarter or 3/8 of a.
Oh yes, just a little bit. I just moved it
Okay.
back a little bit because we were kind of close to the tire.
Okay,
So-
yeah, so it just needs a little adjustment.
Just a
But
little adjustment.
Okay, so now that looks good. I tell you what, Cass, why don't we put the wheels back on,
Okay, let's put them
and
back
I'll
on.
put this, put the camera back,
Yeah.
and let's try this.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's give it a go. Let's give it a go.
Yeah, this is gonna be good. I'm
I hope
excited.
so.
Okay, so, ooh, that's biting into the tire. Now this is a pneumatic tire, so
Yeah.
this is really important. This particular tire is air tire. There's air inside of it with the tube. You gotta inflate it to the maximum, the right amount of pressure before you go adjust any brakes.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just the tire's low. We also have, lots of wheelchairs have urethane tires, so those are like a solid tire. Those you don't have to add air. This particular one's an air tire, so we made sure that it had the proper inflation. It says on the tire what you need to do for proper inflation. And then this now is biting, so when I try to turn it, it doesn't turn.
Yeah, let's take a look.
So
Zoom.
you can take a look here, and yeah, so that's really biting. So when we take it off, and you just moved it back, and I like how it's straight. So you've got the whole thing biting into it. It's not turned down. It's not turned up.
Could be turned up a little bit more,
Yeah.
but it's still pretty straight.
No, yeah, it's not bad. You're pretty straight, Cass. That's pretty good. So that is pretty neat. I'm glad you did that. Looks so easy.
Oh. That's it, Bills. That's how we roll.
Okay, so that is how do you adjust a manual wheelchair's brakes. And you do have to make sure you got the right Allen keys.
Make sure you have the right Allen keys. Yes, that's very important.
And then you got to make sure the brake is sitting straight.
Yeah, make sure straight. See, I could.
Okay, now we
Back a
should,
little bit.
once you know that you're perfect here, we can actually just tighten that up. So you could, so the last thing we'll do before we, after you know that that's a good pressure for the wheel, we tighten it up so it's really tight so it doesn't spin on that round shaft. So
Yes.
we'll do that, and I look forward to doing another talk on another product.
Yeah.
And hope to see you again.
Yeah, see you guys again. Please like and subscribe below.
Alrighty, take care. Thanks a
Yeah.
lot.